Lethal Company is a game made out of the familiar experience of watching a horror movie and shouting at the screen because the characters are about to do something stupid. Don't go in there, don't split up, don't leave the house. Except, the characters on the screen are real people. They're your friends. And you're shouting at them from the afterlife because you just got killed by the monster yourself. And you don't want them to make the same horrible decisions that led to your demise.
No, you idiot! No!
He could have survived.
Lethal Company likely needs no introduction. This game is blown up out of nowhere in a way that only happens once every year or so. It's got a lot of smart design decisions, and it uses mechanics that have been around for years in innovative, albeit simple, ways. The loop is slightly reminiscent of a roguelike, or something like Sea of Thieves, and the atmosphere that comes out with the voice chat has been compared to Phasmophobia. But any reference point will eventually fail, because the specific ways this game wields its ideas creates something wholly unique. Plus, if you've seen any clips of it, it's obviously the perfect game to become popular with streamers.
My flashlight died.
My flashlight's also dead.
Oh! No, jump, no!
Did he die?
Mommy, let's get the f out of here!
Dude, this is the way out. That's the wrong way.
For the increasingly few uninitiated, Lethal Company is a multiplayer game where you and up to 3 friends charter a ship to different planets where you explore procedurally generated dungeons filled with scrap, traps, and monsters. Take as much loot back to the ship as you can without getting killed, return to the company store to sell said loot and profit, buy new items that'll make future journeys easier, and repeat. It's a simple game with primitive graphics that's bolstered by its all but mandatory proximity chat, and how it handles randomness. This is a mean game. It employs some of the most aggressive random elements I've ever seen. It definitely doesn't care about being fair, and it might not even care about being possible, which is what makes it such an incredible vehicle for telling stories. I don't know if Lethal Company actually has any checks and balances to make sure that it's possible. There are too many factors going into the proc gen to really measure this accurately as a layman, but I have seen it break the rules in ways I'm not sure are intentional. I've seen turrets stuck in hallways, I've seen mines stick out of walls. Most egregiously, I've even seen friends teleported into locked rooms, walls, or even over bottomless pits. In any other game, this would be bad design. These are obviously glitches. It's the procedural generation running up against itself. It's the kind of thing I would normally expect to be ironed out moving out of early access. I won't even argue it's good design here, but these moments happen so quickly, and the game is so unserious that they've always just been funny to me. When it's not outright impossible, it's still completely sadistic.
We have 2 more days, right? And I think with this, we're probably at like 100.
We have 1 more day.
Dude.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
It's hard to get mad at because the unpredictability is the main draw of the game. Getting chased by 4 monsters at once before getting gunned down by a turret is an incredible story to tell. And for every time you get blown up by a mine you couldn't have possibly seen, you have 6 more stories about how you snuck past the eyeless dog, how you killed a giant spider and escaped the bracken. It's clearly not for everyone, being such an abrasive experience, and it's a horror game to boot. I don't think the game is scary in the way most horror games are, but when I'm alone, I am more on edge than I have been playing anything else, which is one of the best things about this game, the fact that there's no downtime. Unlike most multiplayer games where dying and then waiting to respawn is a punishing exercise in boredom, the time for you to go get a snack or something. It's one of the best parts of Lethal Company. When you die, you can spectate any other living player, but you can only speak to other players who are already dead. The best moments I've had in the game are usually when I die thinking I'm the first, only to be greeted by a group of people laughing hysterically at my demise.
Oh, he's right behind you, man.
Yep. I might be gone.
How do you even avoid him? How do you avoid him?
Aubrey, run. He's eating me. Run. Drop that thing.
My favorite multiplayer experiences are the ones where I can take a lightly guided tour and occasionally troll my friends. I was the person throwing people off cliffs in Super Mario 3D World. I always have a little voice at the back of my head while playing co-op games saying, just sabotage the level, you'll restart in 5 seconds, it'll be funny. But in Lethal Company, that urge goes away. Would it be funny if I pretended to walk into that mine by accident? It might be, but I don't feel the need to, because this game is gonna force me into something infinitely funnier.
Hello?
Multiplayer games are frequently lauded for the emergent narratives they foster. It's a dream to be able to come away from a game with even one story. These are usually stories of triumph, stalking your enemies, outsmarting opponents in tense firefights. But failure is also an amazing tool for storytelling, and failure is constant in this game. which means I come out every round of Lethal Company with a new tale. Indie hits like this always end up raising questions about trends in games. Will anyone attempt to copy this absurd success? Probably, and I do hope we see more clever uses of proximity chat in games, if anything. But the way this game handles cruelty and failure, I'm not sure could be copied. I'm sure studios will try, but the appeal of this game is so specific, I feel pretty confident any clone would miss the mark. I also don't know how long the lifespan of this game will be, but as of right now, failing in Lethal Company is the most fun I've had with friends online in some time.
Oh, let's see if he comes back.
Alright, let's get the fuck out here, come on.
Alright. Holy shit.
Oh, what the?
No way! No way!